What is good? This is my DailyXander number 18. I just got back from a day at MPTI. Good day. Back in the swing of things, like I said in my previous video, getting back into the routine. My day consisted of getting a new training partner for the week, and we're going over the different phases of the OPT model, which is 5 different phases of certain programming when it comes to different exercise systems. So for instance, there's like 5 phases. Like I said, the first phase is stabilization. So that means it's going to dictate the intensity of the weight you're using, the rep scheme, the set scheme, and also the rest period. So for example, in phase 1 stabilization, you're going to be doing exercises that incur stabilization. So for instance, just a simple, I'll make it as simple as possible. So doing a simple push press, so pushing weight over your head rather than just standing on the gym floor or the floor. You can do that push press on top of a Bosu ball. Bosu ball is it's about half of an exercise ball, and one of those exercise balls are those giant kind of bouncy balls you could lay on to do like crunches or something like that. So a Bosu ball is a half kind of an exercise ball. The other half has a surface to it, so it's nice and flat, so you can stand on the surface part, while the half of the rest of it, the half of the ball essentially would be on the floor, and you're balancing on it, wiggling around a little bit, so it forces you to stabilize yourself. Anyways, you could do that exercise on a Bosu ball, and you would do anywhere from 12 to 20 reps at 50 to 70% of your 1 rep max for that exercise. That would be the weight you'd be using, and the tempo would be done to a 4-2-1 count. 4-2-1 count, meaning that the 4 means you're eccentric. That means you are bringing down the weight in 4 seconds time. When 4 seconds are up, you're shooting back up concentrically for 2 seconds, and then pause for 1, back down for 4. So that's how 1 rep would be. So 1 rep consists of lowering the weight for 4 seconds, then pushing the weight for 2 seconds, then holding that weight for 1 second, and then back down, repeating it for 12 to 20 reps. Your rest time would be anywhere from 0 to 90 seconds. So that's just phase 1. There are 4 other ones, but that's just a little in-depth, or a little that's just a little thing, or little description of what the phase 5 or the phases of the OPT model are. So that's what we're pretty much working on this week, because our final test includes a portion of pretty much coming up with a workout on the spot that relates to one of the 5 phases from the OPT model. And then today in theory we just went over taking a $500 budget and seeing how much equipment you can get from it as far as starting your own business when it comes to boot camps and stuff like that. So that was good. And then also went over the do's and don'ts of interviews. So that's stuff I've heard for a long time now. Nothing new there. I have a potential other interview next Tuesday at a place just north, probably maybe like 20 or 30 minutes from where I'm at right now, near Altamont Springs. And I need to start working on my test review because, I need to start working on my test review because my test number 7 is tomorrow. Get that going, and then I'll definitely be going for a night skate session tonight, because I haven't gone skating in about the past, this will be my 3rd night now. I'm about to sneeze. Woo. I'm gonna go for skate tonight, so that'll be good. And I'm gonna try and go over my test review 3 times through before I go to bed tonight. And I'm gonna try and apply for possibly another job. So that's pretty much what I have rest of the day for my to-do list. So I'm gonna get cracking. I'm trying to think of what I did this morning as far as. Well, I guess I'll talk a little bit about this. So one of the things I listened to today that I've been listening to for a while for podcasts is I'm a pretty big stand-up comedian fan, or just any form of comedy. And so I've been listening to this podcast for, I had to say, anywhere from 2 to 2.5 years, and it's called Kill Tony. And Kill Tony is a podcast put on by stand-up comedian Tony Hinchcliffe, and he operates out of, oh man, I'm trying to remember the name of it, but it's a comedy club in Hollywood or Los Angeles. I don't know why I can't remember the name of it right now, but anyways, how the show works is he gets people to put their name, any person that wants to do stand-up, their name in a bucket or a hat or whatever it is. I don't know, it's a podcast, so I don't know visually what he picks the names out of, but they're signing up to perform a 1-minute stand-up. And so it's a podcast of him, and any of his comedic buddies are essentially the guest panel, and they get to listen to each performer perform 1 minute of stand-up, and then they either offer positive critique, or lots of times they'll often inject with funny critique, essentially. But all in all, it's a really good show just to listen to get different ideas pertaining to stand-up, and just more of people's different perspectives on life, because stand-up comedians definitely have, if not very unique perspectives, some very far out perspectives. I really enjoy hearing all the different views they have on certain issues or thoughts or observations. So that's something I was doing this morning, and with that, I'm going to start working on my to-dos. So I'm going to come at you with one more update for today before I end my daily Z, so more to come. All right, this is the DailyXander number 18 coming to you in the dark. I'm just currently walking right now with my skateboard to the parking garage to do several skating down the ramps to the parking garage for a late night activity. Just finished doing my test review several times. Also during that time I took a couple breaks, and I applied for another job down in Miami, and then I also got squared away with the job interview that I got coming up, or a second job interview I got coming up on next Tuesday, with a place just probably about 20 or 30 minutes north of where I'm at right now, called CORE, and it stands for Center of Rehabilitation and Exercise. I think that's what it stands for, but I got to look more into researching it. I don't know too much about it, other than I know they deal with I think functional movement and rehab and neuromuscular training, but like I said, need to look more into it. I am noticing, I think I'm getting another cold, which kind of sucks, but how it goes. My throat's been getting pretty dry and scuffy and itchy, and hopefully it doesn't progress too bad, but I guess it's kind of what happens when you get exposed to a large group of crowd over a 2-day period, and I guess it's not the most sanitary environment, but that's okay. There's trade-offs to everything, so I'll have to monitor that and see about getting some stuff for that. But yeah, otherwise feeling pretty good, other than maybe a bit mentally tired, but as like I said just a little while ago, that's how it goes. It's the name of the game, so I gotta keep pushing on right now and for the next little bit. So I think I'm gonna end my daily Z and thoughts for now. This will conclude number 18, and you will be seeing me tomorrow. And I realize every time I say ending with a piece, I'm going to change that up into another catchphrase. And that catchphrase, haven't really thought too much into it. I'd like to change it though. I'll have it for the next video. So for now, I'm just going to sign off and start my skating. So catch you in the next video. Daily Z.